yo, I guess we be a cannon. So back up, suckers, give the sick soldiers room as we fly through the rhythm like a jet through a sonic boom. Elite, Riz, Yacht, Nail, and last but not least, Monty, Mel. We coming for the K-boy who stole all my props. Once dressed in sheets, now dressed like cops. Cause they saw us coming and they all said damn. Picked up, packed up, said yo, let's scram. Cause y'all know who's coming, it's the fam, the fam, the fam-a-lam.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it.
Trying to be right.
Daily Toast. Tomorrow morning. Media G&J.media. We are doing the daily.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a...
But the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath.
Now, grab
your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take a breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be? Oh, excuse me. My neighbor! Try to take it down low. Trying to work on the range. Getting ready for the album. Keep on telling y'all it's coming. It's coming. Anyway, family, I want to say great near to you. And to all those nearborns, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. 'Cause it's near. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. 'Cause it's near. So family, I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and right now is a Daily Toast, and of course, you know that it's a Heart of a Simple production where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Man, oh man. Man, listen. Family. The best life is built upon systematic, the best life is lived upon, the best life is lived based on systematic processes. That's as close as I could probably come to it from the top of my head from the African openness to the tree of life. We haven't been doing our daily proverbs, so we slipping. I'm slipping. You're not slipping. But anyway, family, there's a systematic process. There's cycles that's going on, and learning how to plug into them, right? And teaching our young people that cycles do exist. I remember, I am 53 now. If I go back 30 years, I'm 52 now. If I go back 30 years, I will be 22. At 22, I was in college, and the whole black consciousness piece was blowing up, right? Not only blowing up as far as us being able to do the research and invest in books coming out, and we discovering old books that have been written and stuff like this, and running into elders who have been doing the thing for a very long time, being exposed to places like the African Center for Study and Worship. You know what I'm saying? Agencies started rising up at that point in time, using Afrocentric concepts, using Afrocentric ideas, talking about culture, right? At that point. And my elders were close to the age that I am now. Many of them. Many of the ones that was in on this piece. I'm bringing this up to say that we are approaching that time again. Now, but we have to be smart about it, because we have to realize that when the main society or the bigger society decides that they want to support the stuff that we're doing, we got to make sure that we start developing an infrastructure to maintain what we are doing after we come out on the other side. Because this is a cycle. What I'm saying is, I seen what's going on now before. And only a fool will sit here and not understand what didn't work exactly the way we needed it to work the first time we went through it. Family, you are going to start hearing about programs. You're going to start hearing about schools throwing our history back into the schools. You're going to hear about black teachers and black administrators standing up and talking about, we got to start culturally preparing our children so that they could be of service to our communities. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start hearing this stuff. You're going to start seeing an influx of monies coming into our community and coming into the collective of places like the Daily Toaster, of businesses and other cultural organizations that are popping off around you. But what we have to be wise enough to understand is that it's basically a trick. Because right now, black folks talking about reparations, people start really looking at it. The COVID has exposed this racial wealth gap that is just totally eating us up. Right? People are starting to understand the history. So rather than fix that, what they want to do is Band-Aid it up. Band-Aid it up. So a few of us with some say-so or with some trust from the people are going to be elevated. And in that elevation, we are supposed to forget who we belong to. And in the rising up, where we start smelling the rarefied air, we start getting that feeling like, well, if I was able to do it, not realizing that you didn't do it. The time did it. Our ancestors lined it up for us. Once again, it's a cycle in nature. It's like the flooding of the Nile. Once you start learning the cycles, you understand. Now, this is why institutions are important, because institutions pass on learning and wisdom from one generation to another generation. We are able to sit down to young people in an environment that we provide and be able to look. These are the cycles that happen. This is what you are supposed to do. Just imagine if Egypt had to figure out how to handle the flood every generation. No lessons from the previous gen. They just forgot everything that was going on. No, it was institutions. The elders there was able to tell the young people, all right, cool, it's going to flood, so we need to move our stuff. We need to move away from where we are right now. Let the fields flood. Don't fight the flood. Let it flood. Let the silt settle down, and the soil will be better. And we got this amount of time to get out there and get it done. That was institutional wisdom. That was cultural wisdom that was passed down. So now, since the next generation don't got to worry about that because they know that and the elders has pushed them through it, now they could discover other things. With a certain bugs and certain animals that can assist us in this process. So now, they already got that part mastered as far as knowing what to do with it. Now they going to master the animal piece. And they could build up on that institution or that cultural wisdom because they know about the cycles. Because the information was passed down. Right? So one of the things that we have to do, we have to start investing the information about cycles and systematic processes to our young people at an earlier age so that they can start mastering the skills to build in America. If we get an influx, when we get an influx, what we gonna do with it? What are we gonna demand? And what are we gonna build so that it can be sustained through the flood as well as the droughts? This is the challenge for us moving into 2021, probably from 2021, because if I'm correct, that high time lasted for maybe 5 to 7 years. Some of y'all might remember because it was during this time when we was bringing in we would have all of the scholars coming through Columbus. We would have the Afrocentric. We would have all the top scholars speaking on one night or in one day with workshops all the time. What are we gonna build from that? What are we gonna build when this influx hit? What are we gonna leave behind? Now, the issue with the last time, because people are like, well, we didn't do it right, blah, blah, blah. And we become very critical of our efforts, not realizing that each generation does only what it can do. My critical piece was, well, we ain't building no universities. Not realizing how expensive it is to build a university, how expensive it is to maintain land. We weren't getting it wasn't that type of money, but it was an influx. So we had organizations that were able to build something from that. And we look right past those organizations. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. No, the organizations are there. Now, what is our generation going to do? Those of you that's in my age grade, right? Between 45 and 55 at this point in time, and being put into positions of leadership or positions of influence. What are we going to develop and build
and leave for the next generation? That's the question, because the cycle's coming back around. It's a larger cycle and it's a smaller cycle within there, because we see our people go through states of conscious states of waking up for our people. And some of it's almost like we're in a deep slumber, and every now and then we open our eyes to check the time. You know what I'm saying? And then some of us just stay awake while others just roll back over and go back to sleep. What are we going to do with those that become awake in this moment? That are awake in this moment? That are not only going to be waking up, but they are now actively seeking information to change their life. And that's the key that we got to remember. The information can't just make you feel good. It has to change your life. Or as Brother Kwame say, it has to be applicable African wisdom. It has to be, you have to be able to apply it to improve your life. Just knowing history, and I know some people get mad at me, just knowing history is not going to change your life. Unfortunately, I've seen historians who had a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. It didn't improve their life. What systems, what ideas can we pull from our ancient wisdom that will make it possible for us to build better lives? And can we re-access that information, add the new information and new techniques so that we can build something that can last, and not only last, but also support segments of our community? I keep telling y'all, Kwanzaa is a culturally stabilizing holiday. If we don't support it, nobody else will, nor should they. And there should be actual people coming out of Kwanzaa with career. Kwanzaa should generate enough income where there are some people that are planning Kwanzaa for our communities year round and not living broke. I'm just saying. There's other holidays that we got where we could start establishing the same thing, because there's no way that we're ever really going to be able to move towards freedom if we don't start establishing those institutions that are able to educate as well as support some of us. Educate all of us, and is able to support some of us. And it's all generated by something that we produce. Something that we create, that the world got to come to us to get. Because right now, everything that we're dealing with, we got to go to other people to get. I was having a conversation with Dentista. I'm gonna bring him back because he's starting he created a market space, and it's like he's waiting for a few other things to happen for this market space to be able to be launched. Right? I think it's called Everybody. Right? Because he had plans, but we started talking about the infrastructure, and this is what's missing, because we can't provide those staples that build up a nation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for example, and I use this all the time. Well, I ain't gonna go into that. Let's get to the toast. Man, I'm sorry. Woo! Get hot, man. I'll be sitting up here. I think about this shit all the time. And I'm gonna be able to do the show, but I ain't gonna be able to do the show to the level that I'm used to doing it, because we're about to move into Kwanzaa time. And me and Cleve about to get up in here and start cutting videos. Some of the other people in Gye-Nyame, they're getting their stuff together so that, boom, they're going to exist. I got to put all this content together, and we going to be streaming damn near 12 hours a day. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to fill up the whole, but we're going to come pretty damn close, because y'all know I got enough material to do it, but I don't want it to be all my material. I'm looking for other stuff. I'm looking for other people to be creative. We're talking about a 7-day period. If you feel you could do something, you need to reach out to GNJ.media. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a clip, it's your clip, it's original material, that you want to share, by all means, holler at me. We got space. We're going to get it up in there. We got 63 hours to fill from Umoja to Imani. And that's just 9 to 6. 63 hours that have to be programmed and moved, right, and done. And also, family, we're looking for vendors. So if you have any business people in your family, if you work for organizations, right, we're putting together a Ujamaa e-newsletter. It ain't even an e-news. It's a e-book with listing all the businesses and stuff like that, where you're going to be able to click on it and go to the business of your choice. And regardless of what city you are in the state, you're going to be able to click on them and get in touch with them and do business with them. All right, so let's go and get this toast up and pop it. I did my little spiel, my spiel. We're going to finish up this last little bit of ambrosia here. I ain't even moved into my ambrosia reserves. And as we enter February, my reserves are going to grow. I got a project. I got a project on the way. I'm so glad the mic was on, because I said, damn, I didn't want to have to do all that over again. Because my glass is right here, and if I don't look, I don't know that we're not being recorded. All right, so let's go. We're going to do the transition. Let's go on. All right. Time for the toast. Those that are new to Gye-Nyame Journey, you might want to put your ancestors on the list. Like I said, be mindful of other folks, because other folks want to put ancestors on the list. And right now, we almost at 1,000. So it takes me about 15, 20 minutes to go through the whole list, right? So like I said, when you drop your ancestors, be mindful. All right? Be mindful. You know, so of the other family that might want to get, I got one or two. We could take one or two of your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They'll represent your whole family tree. You know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Lifting up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute the Creator, and we say, Ashe. Lift it up. All right. Now, I want to say this. For those that are G&J.media supporters, pour them out. You know what I'm saying? As far as the ancestors, because like I said, y'all come in, y'all listen, y'all on the the supporters in some form or fashion, they are involved with us, but y'all know what I'm saying. Perks to the supporters. Shouts out to the supporters, because it's because of y'all that we are even able to consider doing the stuff that we do around these cultural stabilizing holidays. So we lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors, right? We lift them up. We lift them up high. We lift them up proudly. And we salute those ancestors, right? So y'all ready? I'm going through the list. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin Texas, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Falara, Montague, Pimenel, No More X, Sepet Mott, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Kojo Kamau, the Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf, Western Elder, Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek Gail, Pulling and Luxor Brothers, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Cameron Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird, B.D. Sale, Willa, Vita Farmer, Agoso, Sue, Shell, Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt
John Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harry Hasbury, Senior, Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keachla Reese, Linda Watson, Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Seven, Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hito Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Richard Jones, Richard Jones, Jana Callahan. No. Richard Jones. No. Something happened. I got it my own way. Let's just say that. So we'll start at Mary Mullen, Paul Mullen, Caleb. Hold on. Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Thelma Ted Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Miller, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delia Monage, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan. Man, I might have did the whole list. I'm keep on getting my own way. William Walter Weston, Angela Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Anders Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ada Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gadsden, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth, Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie here, Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon. Lost my spot. Alex Nixon. There you go. John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Copeland, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker C., Russell Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis, Barnett Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamar Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lloyd Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Masterine Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Jola Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Jamie Thompson, Senior Banks, Joseph Bingham Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cunder, my Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Germonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Simon Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Gardner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dem Walton, L.L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Jow, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We have Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como. We have Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey, Victor Bowden, and Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Tarleton Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods. We got T-Lar Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Guy Wood, Webster Ellis, Webster Ivy, Webster Arnella Webster, Arnella Willis, at the Lane, Samantha DeMond, at the Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster. We got James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Levis Sr., Gladys Copa, Ozell Levis Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known Tooth to Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stiff Gibbs. We got Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice here, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Riesling, Annette Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gill, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reeves Fisher, Jerry Justin McKellop, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee. Move out my way, Cup. We got Sheila Ann Lee. Got Panchita Alba. Got Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, Ira Branson. We got Eric Winston. We got Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones. We got Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, and June Dandridge. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of those ancestors as we do. And for those that are new, once again, if you want to add to the list, you hit us up in our inbox on, I guess, on Facebook or, y'all can find us. We everywhere. Post it up in the timeline right now. You know what I'm saying? We lift up our glass, we salute those ancestors, and we say the word of power, Ashe. From there, family, we move into the present moment. Right now, we want to give all of the Nia babies a round of applause. Where is it at? All right, Nia babies. All right, Nia babies. All right, family, we are on the day of Nia. Of course, the day is Nia. This is Nia, right? And I'm going to ask every last one of you, as I do every day, seek out Nia. You open up your reticular formation, seek out Nia now. Nia now. All right, boom. We're going, and for those that want to know what we're talking about as far as days and getting your day name and lining up with your day and knowing what your color shirt should be, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Why we do what we do. Here you go. Boom. You just go to freegnjecourse.com and let's build, family. Let's build. Building for the next generation. All right. So right now, in the moment of Nia, for those who don't speak the language, Nia means purpose. We lift up the glass. You know what I'm saying? The demonic principle is balance. Rhythm is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kofi. Female name is Afua. What's up, Afua? All right. We lifting our glass up. Lifting it up. And we say the word of power, Ashe. From there, family, what do we got? It's a very, 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 very simple journey from here, family. From here, we move to our future generations. We lift up our children, our children's children, onto infinity. We toast them in advance. And we say, I say. From there, family, what do we got? Very simple journey. We go to all of our relations, toast, and we say Ashe. From there, where do we go? We toast. That selfish toast, what is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? Because that's what we need you. We're moving into a time, family, we're gonna need the greatest you to rise to the top. We're gonna need that super strong you, that superhuman you to rise to the top. We lifted up the glass, we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Very simple journey from there. Very simple journey from there. We move from that selfish toast to that tribal toast. Who is your accountability group? We need to be forming accountability groups around us. Enough of having cheerleaders around us. We need to have people around us to start holding us responsible for the things that we say that we're going to do. We need to have those people that we could be accountable to when we say we're going to strive for a goal and we're going to go get it. These individuals need to be on us about it. That's what a tribe is about. It helps bring the best, or it's supposed to help bring the best out of each and every last one of them. If you were the tribe that's allowing you to be trifling, allowing you to make trifling decisions and shit like that, you need a new tribe. But if I'm talking to you, you probably enjoy the tribe you with because you were able to get away with that shit. So more than likely you won't change. But those of you that are in the tribe that's allowing motherfuckers to be, you're not in the tribe. You in the gang. You know what I'm saying? You in a cult. You know what I'm saying? Or something. You know what I'm saying? You need to find yourself a tribe that can help hold you accountable and help move you towards the best you. That's what it's about. Right? Bringing out the best. Passing on that institutional or that cultural knowledge within that group. We lift up our glass to our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I'm toasting it. We lift it up. We say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to toast the most magnificent, most marvelous, most beautiful, most uplifting, most outstanding, wisest, and the bravest individual in the room. I lift up my glass to you. And with that, we say Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. All right. I said my toast, and it's going to be a busy day. Got to finish up some stuff, and tonight we start compiling and cutting video for the Kwanzaa. For the Kwanzaa. Let's take a couple minutes and go down the news timeline. Y'all ready? All right, I'm ready. You set? Transform. Oh, damn. Caught me slipping. All right, y'all seen we had a new commercial today? Uh-huh. All right, there we go. We on the Facebook page. Just say we live. Bloomberg News. Now, Air Liquid to invest billions in bet on hydrogen boom. We spoke about this yesterday, family. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things, hydrogen, one of those energy sources that's going to be, you know what I'm saying, that should free up people. But, you know, the way capitalism works, everybody can't have what they need because if everybody got what they need, that's not capitalism. Somebody has to be on the bottom. And unfortunately, in this country, they have chose us. We're easily identifiable. We're easily identifiable. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, because that's a benefit to a system like this, you know? Because really. So, and it's like they could double check because they could listen to your accent, right? Because they don't hear a tinge of another country in your tone. You are identified. Bottom class here. All right. Do what we want. Take advantage. But anyway, they are investing billions in bet on hydrogen boom. Now, family, what I'm suggesting with some of the influx that's going to be coming to our community with some of these, because we got, Buy Black and stuff like this, we have to really, really start getting individuals and groups to start building up their portfolios so that we can start developing capital. It don't have to be nothing large, you know what I'm saying? But as groups, we can invest as groups with small amounts. And you as an individual can invest with small amounts, right? We can start building up, you know what I'm saying? Because one of the things, like I said, I'm thinking after, maybe even before Kwanzaa, because we got a meeting coming up tomorrow, because I want to start talking to Gye-Nyame about us purchasing, as a group, deciding on and purchasing certain stocks and getting something, charging some of our members, you know what I'm saying? Some of our members to start researching stocks that we should buy in and be able to explain to why we should buy into it, right? Anyway, but that's something that you could do with your family, you know what I'm saying? Who says that your family can't have a family cash app? Just saying, organizations got cash apps. Why can't you have it? And why you saying cash app, Brother Hachim? Because they allow you to invest in stock for free. You can purchase stocks for free. They're going to hit your ass when you pull it out. They're going to hit you. Yes, they are. But as far as getting it, you get it at price. And like I said, you can stand a little hit when you pull it out. Matter of fact, I got to look at that. Anybody out there that knows how much they charge to pull it out, but you could stand a little hit when you pull your money out if you've been earning, you know what I'm saying, on some of your investments, right? So, all right. New magic mushroom could help fix depression, addiction, epilepsy, and more. So, we have mushrooms, right? There are mushrooms, right, that help with depression, help with addiction, help with weight issues. And what they do is they trigger different neurotransmitters that may, in some cases, not be firing enough or may be laying dormant. Or in some, we got to have somebody else come on here and talk about this. But there's a drug, there is a chemical, because I don't want to talk about the drugs. I want to talk about the actual mushrooms. There's a chemical within mushrooms. It's psilocybin or something like that, that's in there, that once it get into your system, it causes that trip that a lot of people be talking about, right? And it exposes you to other things. It exposes you to another reality. It exposes you to the real you, right? It causes you to face the dragon. And you find out that the motherfucker don't have no teeth. It causes you to face your fear. And you find out it's just a small thing casting a big shadow over your life. It causes you to rectify some of the relationships that you done had in your life within yourself. It helps you forgive yourself, which is the roots of a lot of these sicknesses and a lot of these ailments, because, we're walking around here carrying blame, shame, and guilt, rather than feeling peaceful, powerful, and what is it? We wish you peace, power, and joy. Most of us are not walking around here expressing peace, power, and joy. We're walking around here with blame, shame, and guilt. Just saying. This helps you pull that cover off and recognize it, right? So, go and check that out. You can read that article for yourself. What do you think about this? Federal judge slams Ohio policy against transgender birth certificate changes in ruling. So this means what it sounds like when I was reading it. What it sounds like is that a transgender person can go in after they have their transgender surgery or after they become trans, and they could go in and they could change their birth certificate to reflect the sex they feel in, rather than the sex that they are. This is going into the whole argument that sex is fluid. You understand? And how do you feel about that? What do you think about that? See, that's an excellent conversation piece. And if I need to, I'll open up the lines. If somebody want to come on and y'all want to talk about that, we can. We can. All right? So, we got, we make time. Well, we might do something tonight. But what y'all think about that? Federal judge slams Ohio's policy against transgender birth certificate changes in ruling. So, if I could change my gender, can I change the date that I was born? Isn't time fluid as well? Can I change my race? Can race be fluid? I mean, if something as visible, because I'm not going to say it's concrete, I guess I can say concrete, as concrete as the sex that you was born as can be changed, can other things on the birth certificate also be argued and be forced to change? Somebody wants to be around young people and they want to change their age. So legally, when they go to court, they might look this age, but their paperwork could say they are actually, he could look 40, but his birth certificate says that he's 5. Is that the wrong argument to throw up? Or, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Think about it. Can we, should things that, like, come, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like, why can't I go and change the mileage on the car that I'm selling? I want to make this car more, I need another car. I went out and I found a possible car, and the car has 190,000 miles on it. Good car, good brand of car. You know what I'm saying? But it became less attractive when I heard it had 190,000 miles on it. So it's a legal document. What if this man feels that he wants to change the mileage on his car? Because he giving this car a new lease on life. You know what I'm saying? Should that be legal too? Can I change the mileage on my car? And I know it's like, is it really apples and oranges? Because the car has actually traveled those miles. When you're born, you come into the world as a male or a female. And in some cases, you have the double gender births. And that is what we should be arguing about. Those are the individuals that we need to be having a discussion about. Not nobody that came in full-fledged female or male. It wasn't liquid. You came in this world in a male body or female body. And we can agree that there are male bodies and female bodies. I ain't talking about your emotional state. I ain't talking about how you feel about yourself. So if you could go in and you could change that, I think there's a whole lot of other shit that we might be able to look at and talk about changing. And we can see how dangerous that could become in society. When you can deny what it is you are. Now, you could change it all you want. But when you are able to go into a court and legally change something, can I legally change my age? Can I legally change the mileage on the car? You know what I'm saying? Can I actually argue with somebody that I have on a blue shirt? Because I feel like it's blue. Motherfucker, I don't care what you say. It's blue. Right? I feel that what I have on, regardless of what all the education has shown me, that this is blue. Fuck the fuck the contract that we have as human beings. I'm able to feel that this is blue, and you are in a sense violating me because you want to tell me that what I got on is not blue. It's blue. I feel like it's blue, and I think that it should be blue. Is there a valid argument? And you offend me if you write in the comments that it's not blue. Said trans life. I didn't kill him. I just. Ooh, that's a good one. Quasi says trans life. I didn't kill him. I just altered his life force. Is that good? That sounds dope to me. I'm no longer killing motherfuckers now. I'm altering their life force. I'm changing their life path. It wasn't murder. Is that arguable? I'm just wondering. When we start allowing things to dissolve. This is what I'm talking about with the memory shit yesterday. When we start allowing motherfuckers to fuck with reality, it literally starts messing with our minds. So when you let this little thing slide through, what else is going to come, or what else is it opening the door for? When I could challenge reality and be like, fuck you, Quasi, I'm wearing blue. I don't care what you say. And if you say that I'm not wearing blue, you are offensive to me, and I will alter your life course, nigga. No, my fault. Life force. I'm going to alter your life force because I'm trans life too. Trans color, trans life. Altering life forces around this motherfucker. Quasi asked, did I hear about the cyber attacks? Now, I heard about the one, you talking about the ones on America as a whole? That's been going on since March. Now, I don't know if people know about that, but this shit can be traced all the way. It started in March. Right? Bang. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't sue Pfizer or Moderna if you have severe COVID vaccine side effects. Now, what? There's something else. Memory, right? Black folks are dealing with memory when it comes to vaccinations. Memory. Regardless of how you argue or how clever you try to make the argument, this society has never really did a lot for us to really trust, right? And then all of a sudden now we're hearing that you can't sue if you have severe COVID vaccine side effects. Now, also ask this question, as a business, what if I can't be prosecuted for my product being faulty? What's to stop me from flooding the market with fake shit? What's to stop me if I know that what I have is not going to, there's no penalties for me? What keeps me on the rails? Where is the collective and the community and the nation contract that I have to make sure that I'm putting out the best product? Because you have removed all responsibility from me. What kind of shit is that? This shit really don't. But we known this been going on for a long time anyway. You can't sue these big companies when some shit happened to you, and it makes you wonder. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was run by the government, but it looked like we have industry running this motherfucker. Which in a sense we really, we kind of do. All right, Amazon answered the SpaceX Starlink delivers 400 megabits per second in a prototype phase. So they're trying to bring out this stuff so they can make Wi-Fi more accessible to more people. And this is why I keep trying to tell my family, listen. We need to start creating content because there's going to be people all over the world that are going to have access. There's going to be a couple of billion people that might be able to start having access to the Wi-Fi that never had access to the Wi-Fi before, and they might click on your shit. And it might go viral with them because some of them in there have been talking about this shit for years. But they thought maybe they was crazy. They've been noticing some shit. And you notice some shit too. Or you got a certain type of humor. Or you write in a certain style. Or you speak in a certain style that is appealing to an audience out there that has not been unleashed on the internet yet. Content, family. We need to stream and restream our content. We need to write and rewrite and repurpose our content, our books, our e-courses. We need to get it out there. Your tribe might not even be online yet. Don't wait for them to get online. Prepare a home for them. So when they come, they can feel comfortable. Kick up their feet. As long as they ain't got no mud on their shoes. All right, y'all remember I got that Kwanzaa shirt. We celebrate Kwanzaa all year around here. Hashtag Kwanzaa 365. G&J.media. Become a supporter. Stop playing with me. You know you like it. All right, but hey, I'm about to get up. I ain't going to open up the lines. I know Quacy's going to be tripping. I ain't opening up the lines. But anyway, I'm about to get up off here. I got to get ready. I got to start my venture. Why is it moving like that? What the hell? Stop. All right. So family, I am out.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
most frequent questions that I get is where are the children and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it. Trying to be right.
Daily Toast tomorrow morning. Media, G&J.media. We are doing the Daily Toast.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
But the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe up with us, and check out the free e-course. I'm gonna make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.